April 22nd, 2017. This is my Paia, or however it's pronounced, 9700 rack system. I built this, probably 13, 14 years ago, or something like that. I've only taken it out from time to time. The sad thing is I don't know how it works. Well, I know how it works, I just don't know how to make it work. And so occasionally I look online and I will find certain patches. I think there's a problem with the oscillator, although with this patch you can't tell. I think it's actually with the cycle button, so it might not, or the cycle circuit, so it might not show up in just a regular patch. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that right now. I got this patch from a Reddit post, and I'm going to be running it with the SQ-1. Essentially, this is in mode 2, so don't know if you can see it, but the 5th bit is set, and we've got, I think what it does is essentially, it seems to go back and forth from the two oscillators. I don't know if that technically makes it duophonic or not. I haven't hooked up a keyboard to see if it works that way, but what it does is when the SQ-1 plays a note, it starts with, I believe, oscillator A, and then the next one goes to oscillator B, and it toggles. So anyway, I'm in mode 2. We have the first and fourth outputs going to the oscillator P1 inputs, and then the 3rd and 6th going to the VCA's left and right inputs, and then just an output with the LR to the amp. It's a little rolling cube. So I'm going to turn this on. You notice we're entirely skipping the filter at the moment, and there's no trigger in mode 2, which is my guess why we're skipping envelopes. So that's right, the cube is on. So I'll turn this on. You're not going to hear anything yet, unless I turn this knob. The VCA pan is dead center. It's flush center. If you hear there's something, I'm going to turn that up a bit. You can hear that. That's from oscillator 1. That's from oscillator 2. I think it's higher. I got it pitched higher. Anyway, so get this right in the middle so you don't hear anything. I'll turn on the SQ-1, and I'm going to set it. I'm only going to use 4 steps. So I'm going to set it to the active step mode, and I'm going to turn everything else off here. And I'm going to play it. So you should be able to hear that. I can turn the pitch down here. You hear how it only affects every other. I'll turn this pitch up on oscillator B. It's every other note. Got them both to square waves. I'll adjust this square wave. You can hear it slightly different. So this is what it does. I believe this is working properly. And so that's cool. Just do the pan thing. See, the one that's sustaining right now is the first oscillator. I'll do the other way. Now I don't know if that's right or not. Have no clue. But I'm having fun. I think that's all that matters, right? We're back this time. I've got hooked up on mode 1, which controls only a single oscillator, but there's a trigger in it, so we can trigger an envelope, which we're doing over in the VCA, I believe, and we've got the filter involved this time. So again, I'm going to use this more or less the same 4-step sequence. You can hear the oscillator go. Now the oscillator's envelope, you can tell by the light, is being cycled, and you can hear it that the envelope, the filter envelope, is going with the light. So, and it's kind of slowing it down there. And it goes up to self-oscillation. Self-oscillizing, I should say. So, now this was kind of finicky. By the way, I got this off of a website. There was another, there was a YouTube video that went with it. It was a little finicky. I still think there's problems with this, but right now it's configured properly. So, we'll keep experimenting. Maybe we'll see you a little later.